American Idol might have ended, but it didn't end his desire to make beautiful music. So please welcome the contestant that rounded out the top three. Here's Danny Gokey.
Poor Danny has been through it, let me tell you.
Well, I want to tell you, this is his first trip to New York City, and so what's happened to you so far, Gokey?
Well, I did not get my luggage.
Not a good way to come to New York.
Yeah, so, I mean, everything was in there, and I made it clear to everyone on the set that I didn't have my luggage, and I think I know a few people backstage.
Oh, yeah. No, we're used to it.
I don't have my luggage, I don't have my luggage, I don't have my hair products, I don't have my clothes, I have nothing.
Your hair products, what do you use?
They're going to endorse it on TV?
Well, sure, what do you use? Because looking at your hair, that's interesting.
Well, thanks.
Regis uses Brett Girl hairspray, so he wants to know what you use.
Brett Girl. Redkin is one of the products.
What is it?
Redkin is one of the products.
Yes, that's a good product. That's a good company.
Wow, what's that?
You massage your hair, Gokey?
Do I massage my hair?
Yeah.
Yes, Gokey, do you massage your hair?
How do you achieve a look like that, Gokey?
Your stylist did that. They did that. I came in, my hair looked like a lily pad. So they had this flat iron and a few things.
And this is your first talk show appearance as well, huh?
Ever.
Oh.
Hopefully that's more fun.
Danny, you know, you must be terrified because Regis and I asked the tough questions.
You're from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You're 29 years old.
Yeah.
It seems to me like this year's gang is a little older than the usual bunch. You know, they come in their late teens, early 20s.
Well, it depends. Some of them were.
I'd like to see somebody 29 years old going for it.
This was your last chance.
Yeah, this was the last year I could try out.
Cutoff age is 29, right?
Yeah, I just, for some reason, I never wanted to try out beforehand. When I started watching the show, because I was working nights, I was working days.
Where were you working?
Okay, so I was a truck driver during the day.
Driving what?
A semi-truck.
No.
Yeah, people...
Is this a construction job?
No, it was just a warehouse, just delivering, you know, local delivering, and then I worked at a church in the evenings, 2 churches, so I go back and forth from Beloit to Milwaukee. They're about an hour apart.
So you did singing in the church? Were you in the church choir or something like that?
I was the director.
Director, good for you. So you sang in your truck as you're driving, right?
Yeah. I did it, and I did a lot of reading in my truck. But not while I was driving. No, when I was in the back, I would do a lot of reading, and so it was good. And finally got DVR, and I started watching. My wife was a big fan, and I was watching the show, and it was February of 2008 that I told my wife, I said, I'm going to do it. It's my last year I can do it. I'm going to try out for the show, and the rest is history.
Where did you go to try it out?
Kansas City, Missouri.
No kidding, all the way down there. There were thousands of people there?
Yeah, I think there was 10 to 12,000.
Oh, boy.
And now I know that, sadly, your wife passed away. Yeah. Did she get to know that you auditioned, or...?
No, it was 4 weeks before the first audition. I auditioned on August 8th of 2008, and she passed away July 9th, and it was completely unexpected. What do you do at a moment of tragedy? What do you do? She wanted me to go on, I wanted to go on. It was the last year. And, initially, I didn't want to do it. I felt like another year to just recover before I could try for the show, but it was the last time I could do it. And so with the situation at hand, I wanted to bury myself in a room, but the thing is, when you're faced with tragedy, what do? Do you just sit there and hide and let hopefully something out there change it?
But no, you have to
change it. Yeah. You have to take the first step, and
I bet she was with you the whole time. I mean, you must have felt her with you.
Absolutely. It was the best thing I could have ever done because, in a time when I had no hope, hope all of a sudden was brought to me through music. The show brought hope to me, and I would take this route any other day than just being at home in a closet.
You did the right thing. You did the right thing for her, for you, and everybody else. When you were a kid, what was the first song that you sang?
Well, my first performance ever, I think, was Tutti Frutti on a karaoke stage.
How did the Tutti Frutti song go? Yeah, I want you to sing it.
That was a young kid. Tutti Frutti, and I was like 11
Tutti
years old.
Frutti!
Yeah.
Was that whose hit was that?
Little Richard.
Little Richard.
Little Richard, yeah. It's great.
And there was no one around there, and I started singing. I was scrawny, I was like 3 feet tall, and people just, they came to the stage because of this little boy with this, gravel or growly in his voice and just singing away.
Well, you were just a little Gokey then, right?
Little Gokey, now big Gokey.
All right, we'll be right back with Danny in a moment.